so many incredible front court players in the history of the WNBA. And we have a great matchup tonight between two of the best currently going at it.
Hey, look at the skill set of that matchup tonight. It's as elite as you can get in the entire W.
Well, they both do so much for their teams every time they take the court. This is truly a marquee matchup that everyone has tuned in to see.
Good make to get things underway.
Yeah, and always a relief to get those first points out of the way and up on the board.
Yeah, let's play some basketball.
Pass to Ionescu.
Crafty move, and she lays it up and in.
That is some dime dropping, exquisite assist.
Boston outside. Back to Clark.
The three.
Good, and it's Aaliyah Boston who picks up the assist.
I like when Boston is selfless like this. So good at connecting with open teammates.
Ionescu outside.
Off to a good start as she hits her first shot attempt.
That's what I call pretty passive. Timely recognition as to where the open teammate was.
Here's Mitchell.
Clark. Pass to Hole. Billings, defended by Stewart.
And here's Kelsey Mitchell for three. New York with the rebound.
Yeah, she didn't punish them for the weak coverage that time, but they just can't count on her missing.
Absolutely, Brian. She's got to go right back to that shot.
Now here's Ionescu. And here's Phoebus.
5 to shoot. Takes the three.
And it's Billings with the rebound. Now about 2 minutes gone by in the first quarter. And the play stops. Whistle on what looks like an illegal screen.
Well, I just think an illegal screen, it's one of the toughest calls for an official to make.
Yeah, you have to appreciate how difficult a job they have to do when it comes to making calls like that. It's not as easy as people might think.
And the refs in this league just do a great job.
Pass to Ionescu.
The three is up. Nailed from three-point land.
They really set Ionescu up for success there. Perfectly positioned with a good look at the hoop.
In the 2024 finals, Sabrina Ionescu hit one of the biggest shots in league history.
With the series 1-1, Sabrina nailed a deep three with just a second left, silencing the crowd of over 19,000 in Minnesota. That was a key win and a huge reason why the Liberty won it all for the first time.
Jones outside. Pass to Stewart. Ionescu. Good, and Brianna Stewart gets the assist.
Yeah, you know, contact can't slow Ionescu down. She sticks with her inside shot and finishes strong.
And here's Billings, defended by Stewart.
They need this. Again, the miss by the Fever.
New York in the lead.
It's good, and she makes her first shot of the game.
What a move. Watching Stewart doing things like that, you can forget she's 6'4".
Pass to Mitchell. The tray.
And Jones pulls it down. And we're just over 3.5 minutes into the first. Ionescu. Offline with the three.
Tough offensive sets, and they really want to turn it around.
They got to lock in and need a basket just to regain some momentum.
Now here's Boston.
Wyatt so far offensively searching for first points of the game.
Yeah, she had an established position.
And that's the call you want the refs to make in that situation. If there's any doubt at all, it should be a block.
I agree. Give the offense the benefit of the doubt.
Pass to Mitchell. Shoots the three. Again, the miss by the Fever.
Outside Stewart.
To the inside.
Phoebus.
And that one's good.
Well, you're so concerned with Stewart scoring. That opens up things for others in that pick and roll, and it allows allows a teammate to convert.
Clark outside. Trying to get back on track. The rebound by the Liberty. Ionescu outside. Lets the three fly.
Hole with the rebound.
The Fever trailing. Mitchell outside. Clark outside. It's stolen away. Now here is Ionescu. She's covered by Mitchell.
And Aaliyah Boston with the block.
Mitchell outside. Inside. Billings. And she finishes nicely on the layups.
Yeah, that's great ball movement by Kelsey Mitchell. Finds a way to get it to her open teammate.
Ionescu up top. She's covered by Mitchell. A nice shot by Stewart.
Ran her defender straight into that screen to open up the lane to the hoop.
Clark outside. Jacks up a three. Good on the three-point shot.
They can't afford to give her that kind of look.
Well, it came off a good screen, but still, as a defender, you have to fight over the top of it.
And you need some help as well.
Pass to Jones. Ionescu. Tried to answer back, but that three is off the mark.
Back in 2020, the Liberty won the draft lottery and took Sabrina Ionescu with the first pick. Good decision.
Oh, a great decision. I mean, she has changed this franchise. An all-WNBA selection multiple times. New York has made the playoffs every year Sabrina's been healthy. And she was a big reason the Liberty won their first title ever in 2024.
Now get your popcorn ready. Her performance from long range has been something to behold, something to admire.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I mean, that's been her shot today.
Good work there as it goes.
At 6'4", with her abilities, it's almost impossible to stop Stewart down low.
Outside Billings. Pass to Boston.
Clark. Kicks it out to Mitchell. And the Fever hit again from deep.
And Mitchell's ability to space the floor is so valuable to this offense.
Outside Stewart. No good from outside. Now here's Clark. She's got 12. Fires for three. Rebound, New York. Jones with it. Pass to Ionescu.
Here's Febish.
Cole defending.
Now Febish.
Three-pointer Sabrina Ionescu. That's good, and that evens things out. 50-50, 4 for 8 shooting this game. Here's Clark. Pass to Mitchell. Here's the three. She makes that one drop. Only her second in 5 goes.
Strong response from Mitchell, one of the sweetest shots in the game. Kelsey has a great release.
Here's Stewart. Sabrina Ionescu from outside.
It's hauled in by Boston.
Yeah, the great shooters, they know when they've got enough opening to go for the three. I didn't think it was a bad choice there.
Yeah, not very good defensive coverage that time. The D got lucky.
Now here's Clark.
Pass to Boston.
Clock at 6. The three. And another three for Indiana.
This is the pure shooting ability of Mitchell at work. Allows her to score right off the pass.
Ionescu outside. The three ball. And she's good on the three ball.
The rapid-fire threes coming from everywhere.
I wasn't sure they should try to get the three right back like that, but hey, it worked out for them.
Now here's Mitchell. 9 points in the game.
Shot by Clark, no good.
They had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
And when she's open like that, you don't see her miss that sort of look very often.
Here's Febish.
Sabrina Ionescu from outside.
It's hauled in by Boston.
8-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock.
Clark outside.
Second shot opportunity.
And Boston lays it in.
Well, the first player who should be boxing out, Aaliyah Boston. I mean, you cannot let her get going on the glass.
And here's Ionescu. 13 points in this game. For three.
Again, Sabrina Ionescu missing.
1 quarter in the books, and it's been a close one. Fever ahead. They lead by a bucket. And back in a moment as we'll get underway with quarter 2. And off we go. A close game now entering the second quarter. And what stands out to you from the Fever in this one?
I think the roof is up, but get some people some umbrellas. It has been raining in here. A lot of threes.
Yeah, you know I'm a huge umbrella guy, but hey, when it rains, it pours. And they haven't let up from beyond the arc.
The Fever leading. Johnson left side. Pass to Harris. Let's go with a three. Knocks down the three ball.
Well, guards like Harris need to be able to stretch the floor. And there, she does.
Lainey Hamilton. She's covered by Cunningham.
There's the three.
Lainey Hamilton can't hit. Outside Cunningham.
Puts the move on. That one goes. Count it.
They're doing a nice job of stringing together solid possessions and building that lead up.
Yeah, and that's the key right there. Consistency. They'll stay in control of this game if they stick with the game plan and don't waste possession.
Absolutely.
Now here's Lainey Hamilton.
No scoring yet from her, but that's likely to change.
Well, that's just not a sight you see very often because she has a great feel for that jump shot, especially when she's open.
Boston shot is good.
It's not just the size of Boston, it's also her touch around the rim.
Outside Lainey Hamilton.
Johannes. And again, it's the Liberty missing.
Now here's Harris.
Defense is right there. Yeah, count it.
Well, just a fantastic touch around the rim. Hines Allen, we call her a finisher down low.
Quarter 2, and we're about 2 minutes in.
Outside Lainey Hamilton.
Pass to Jones. To end the run.
And here is Zhu.
4 on the clock. Goes up from the top of the key, and the shot goes down. And it's the Fever ball.
Now here's Harris.
Back to Johnson.
Here's Boston.
Launches a three. Rebounded by Jonquel Jones.
Hey, look at the move by Jonquel Jones to New York. He traded individual glory for team success.
Yeah, her numbers down from that 2021 MVP season in Connecticut. Jones has made personal sacrifices, but she's been rewarded with back-to-back trips to the finals and, of course, a title in 2024.
And with an eye to the future, how do you guys like the direction of the game?
Oh, I love it. Every year we're seeing more and more skilled players. And as an added bonus, the pace keeps getting faster.
Oh, no doubt. We're in the golden age of the W. The level of play is incredible, and it just keeps on getting better.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
That free throw, no good. And she's good on the second. For those joining us, we're in the second quarter with just about 3 minutes gone by. Pass to Ionescu. Shoots over Harris. Shot is good by Ionescu.
It's been a great game for Ionescu so far, attacking on the offensive end and finding plenty of shots.
Outside, Hines Allen.
Again, the miss by the Fever. New York trailing here. Up top, Jones.
Covered by Hines Allen.
Jones outside. Oh, and it's blocked by Aaliyah Boston.
Well, Boston has great length that we don't see too often in the W. He definitely knows how to put it to work.
Hines Allen from outside. New York with the rebound. Pass to Sue. Jones outside. Right wing. 6 to shoot. This one for 3.
Aaliyah Boston grabs the miss.
It can be so deflating to miss a wide open look like that.
Outside, Hines Allen.
And here is Mitchell. Takes the 3. Rebounded by Jonquel Jones.
They got lucky. And the defense is taking a big chance, leaving her open behind the arc. And I'm not sure I'm okay with that game plan.
Now here's Jones. She hasn't scored yet. That, I'm sure, will change.
Another good rebound. And we know she's giving up some inches to a few of the other players, but that just hasn't mattered.
Here's Harris. 8-point game.
Boston, guarded by Zhu.
Back to Mitchell. Pass to Harris. Tries to snap the cold streak. Buries it from 3-point range.
I love the poise and confidence Harris plays with. She doesn't hesitate on catch and shoot opportunities.
And they've been struggling here offensively.
Bit of a dry spell for sure.
New York calls timeout. On defense, the Fever.
Outside, Lainey Hamilton.
5 on the clock. From deep. That one falls. Her second basket of the game. She is now 2 for 3.
I'm not the biggest fan of that shot, but guess what? She had the space to get it off, so why not?
Clark outside. Pass to Hole. From downtown. That's no good. Misses her first shot of the night.
Here's Lainey Hamilton.
Foul called that time on the way up. And that'll give her 2 chances at the
It'll be on Lexi Hull. And how about Benijah Lainey Hamilton, the most improved player in 2020?
Well, with players opting out of that season, Lainey Hamilton just lit up the Bradenton Wubble. Then backed it up in 2021 with an all-star nod. Such a great player.
And she knocks down the first one.
Well, with a new Toronto team coming in 2026 and more international players getting drafted, the WNBA's global reach is growing.
And you look at upcoming draft classes, that will be reflected more so with the international players coming in and some of the recent high draft picks we've had from outside the United States.
Yeah, and it mirrors basketball continuing to grow on the international stage. So I'm excited to see the best players in the world playing right here in the WNBA.
Now here's Cunningham.
Caitlin Clark with the 3.
The basket good off the assist from Sophie Cunningham.
They can't afford to give her that kind of look.
Well, it came off a good screen, but still, as a defender, you have to fight over the top of it.
And you need some help as well.
Ionescu has it. She's covered by Clark.
Castellini Hamilton.
Stewart. Count that one.
Very clever passing. She put that ball on a silver platter for her.
The Fever leading. And here's Kelsey Mitchell for three.
It's rebounded by Sabrina Ionescu.
There's the triple. Drains the three-pointer.
That was simply a defensive breakdown there. She was all alone for that shot. I mean, that's like a warm-up jumper.
Now here's Mitchell. 9 points in the game. Clark, right side. Over Ionescu. And another basket for Indiana.
She is feeling it, shooting a terrific percentage from the field.
Three-pointer, Brianna Stewart. Rebounded by the Fever. They've led by as many as 11 points. Clark outside. The three from Kelsey Mitchell.
The rebound by Sue.
Even without that three ball dropping for her, the defense should have done way more on that last play.
Yeah, I mean, the D's got to be better as a coach. You can't stand seeing her having that much space to get her shot off.
Stewart with the bucket.
Well, that pick, it worked like a charm. A nice job taking it right to the tin for the layup.
Pass to Clark. They set the pick. Three-pointer.
The rebound by Sue. Now here is Ionescu. She's got 15.
Now Stewart.
She's covered by Cunningham.
And that one's good. Stewart.
The will, the desire. When Stewart is locked in offensively, there's little you can do to stop her.
Pass to Cunningham.
Back to Mitchell. Clark. Now here's Mitchell. Clock at 4.
The shot is good on the assist from Caitlin Clark.
She might not be the top sharpshooter in this league, but that's not a shot that D can afford to give to her.
To the middle. Here's Sue. Takes the assist and lays it in. Picked out the pass nicely.
Good job to create the easy bucket.
Pass to Cunningham.
Back to Clark.
On the wing, Kelsey Mitchell.
Bounces high off the rim and drops.
There isn't a part of the court that Mitchell won't let it fly. When she hits from the mid-range, it just increases the headache for the D.
Here's Ionescu. Drew a screen.
Sabrina Ionescu from outside. Made that one. It's her 7th of the contest. 7 for 15 from the floor.
Well, that's her shot, guys, so you can't just give it to her. You've got to get up on her.
Clark outside.
Cunningham.
And another three for Indiana.
So competitive. Sophie Cunningham, the response triple.
Now here is Ionescu. She's covered by Clark.
Drew a screen.
From deep. And there's a whistle. It's going to be on Stewart. That'll be her 2nd foul of the game.
Substitution on the court.
And so it's a close game as we wrap up the first half of play. Fever ahead, leading by 5. And we will be right back after halftime for the start of the 3rd quarter. See you in just a bit.
Fans get ready for the high RPM and Arena Entertainment.
And now the start of the second half. Neither side jumping out ahead through the first 2 quarters. And, you know, no surprise, but Ionescu has been exceptional here, guys.
Well, in terms of her points in the first half, that's pretty much what we've come to expect.
Which tells you really all you need to know about what a strong talent she is. I mean, I'm going to bet that she adds a lot more to her totals after the break.
The Liberty Trail. Pass to Stewart.
Whose player is this?
Ionescu, right side. Fibish, hole defending.
Three-pointer Sabrina Ionescu bangs home the trifecta.
Can't give Ionescu any airspace from downtown. If you do, she'll torch you from there.
Mitchell with it.
Now Hull. Boston outside.
Mitchell.
Yes, great play by Aaliyah Boston to set it up.
This is why Kelsey Mitchell is in the WNBA. She can carry a team offensively, have huge nights, and put on a show.
Pass to Stewart. Picked by Jones. Stewart misses. So it's Indiana now. Mark outside.
Back to Boston.
And here's Clark from the arc. And the Fever hit again from deep.
She's up to her usual trick, shooting it well, scoring a lot of points, getting them in front.
Pass to Jones. Ionescu. Picked by Jones. Tried to come right back with the 3 of her own, but it's no good. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Fever will retain possession.
And winning that Game 5 of the finals at home in 2024, what a moment for Sabrina Ionescu.
The scoring wasn't there for Sabrina, but she helped the Liberty find a way, dropping 8 assists in the deciding Game 5, helping lead New York to their first ever WNBA title.
And suddenly, they're overflowing with confidence at the offensive end, getting everything to drop.
They're getting everything to drop, and at an ideal time. They're poised for a terrific crunch time run in this game.
Ionescu misses. Pass to Clark.
Back to Boston.
Now here's Clark.
Good, and it's Aaliyah Boston who picks up the assist.
And they are just killing them with the three-point shot here in the second half.
Yeah, and the defense knows it. They are fully stretched out there trying to stop the 3 and still haven't been able to do it.
I don't know defensively what they can do different at this point.
Timeout called the Liberty. Not quite 2.5 minutes played here in the second half. Three-pointer Sabrina Ionescu sinks the triple.
And Ionescu recognizes her role on this squad. Her team wants her to score and score often.
And the officials will call the illegal screen here.
The idea of setting a screen on that play, it was the good idea, the right idea, but the execution was not.
Yeah, you really want to set a hard screen, but you also want to make sure it's a legal one.
Outside Stewart. Three-pointer Sabrina Ionescu.
Aaliyah Boston grabs the miss.
Not quite enough defense that time around. Lucky she was off.
I just hope that was a mistake by the D, because if that's how they plan to guard her, they're going to have serious problems.
Now here's Boston. Gets it out to Clark.
Just 2 to shoot. And here's Kelsey Mitchell for 3. The rebound by the Liberty. Ionescu outside. Three-pointer.
Again, Sabrina Ionescu missing.
Here's the floater. Mitchell, shot's good.
The soft touch from Mitchell on full display right there. Showing some pizzazz with the silky floater.
Pass to Stewart. They set a pick from past the arc. Score the bucket. She is 7 for 11 and continues to look good.
And how huge has she been to give her team a lift?
Yeah, certainly their deficit would be a lot bigger if it wasn't for her efficiency at the offensive end of the floor.
Now here's Clark. 23 points in the game.
Oh, some quick retaliation right there, huh, guys?
Yeah, it sure didn't take them long to go and get those 3 points back.
And there's the 3-second violation.
Big blunder there. That could cost them.
And a terrible time for it to happen when they're trying to cut down this lead.
Awful.
One item that stood out is their ball movement.
Things are definitely clicking, and more importantly, it's tough to defend.
All alone. The long distance 3 is buried.
Pass to Ionescu.
Beyond the arc. And again, it's New York with a 3.
Gotta love Ionescu's intensity, delivering an emphatic answer.
Here's Clark. She has 29. Mitchell outside. And count it. 2 points with a chance for one more at the line.
Showing that power isn't always about size. That's a tremendous play by Mitchell.
But a league loaded with shooters. Does one stand out to you as the best?
That's a hard question to answer, but I really like the lefty, Kelsey Mitchell. Just about 40% for her career on major volume from beyond the arc.
Well, I think I'm going to have to go with Marina Mabry. You know, she takes a ton of threes, but despite the high volume, she still shoots it at a high clip. Well, what's great about Kelsey Mitchell's offensive game is her ability to score from multiple levels. It means the defense never gets a break from guarding her.
And the basket by Ionescu.
You know, you simply cannot say enough about her individual performance so far, even if the all-around team effort has been lacking.
Now here's Mitchell. 24 points for her. Shots good by Clark.
And their shooting percentage continues to climb in the second half.
Well, as a group, they've been in total sync since the break. Good team basketball, and it's resulted in high-quality shots.
Very good adjustments at the half.
Boston.
The three-pointer off the mark. And here is Jones. Looking for her first basket still in this one. To the paint. Nice pass. Led him to the rack perfectly for the layup.
You can tell Jones knows when it's time to dominate. Go inside and take charge of the paint.
Mark outside. Watches it. The rebound by the Liberty. Outside Stewart. Pass to Jones. Ionescu. Left side Stewart. Down low. Ionescu gets the bucket.
Never scared to score near the hoop. Ionescu has a really impressive touch inside.
Here's Boston.
Now Mitchell.
Right side Billings.
Breonna Stewart with the steal. To the middle. Here's Jones. So the whistle blows on the shot. 2 free throws for the contact there.
In that epic 2024 WNBA Finals, Jonquel Jones took home MVP honors.
Yeah, she shot it 56, 43, and 100 for the series. Now, New
Take a
York
break.
struggled
Take a
at
break.
times offensively,
2 shots.
and Jones had to carry the load to give the Liberty their first WNBA title.
The first one falls.
The 2021 MVP, Jonquel Jones, might be the most versatile player in the league. Her impact is felt all over the floor.
And good on both. The Fever leading. Now here's Mitchell. 24 points for her. Clark outside. Mitchell. Back to Clark. From outside the arc. And Jonquel Jones pulls it down. And so it's New York with it. Pass to Stewart.
It's stolen by Billings.
Deflected. Mitchell outside. Now here's Clark, covered by Ionescu. Here's Cunningham. Indiana again missing.
Here's Febish.
She's covered by Clark. Ionescu has it. She's got 32 points.
Very close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
Not a great habit to get into, letting her get that wide open.
Now here's Clark. 9-point game.
You don't want to give up that kind of look often.
They're very lucky they didn't get burned.
Back to Stewart. And the shot counts. She's fouled. That's a chance for a 3-point play.
It's just so hard to stop Stewie. She has the strength to take the contact and get the basket. At 6'4", that's not fair.
1 shot.
Hey, every team wants length and shooting. Breanna Stewart brings you both.
And both at an elite level. Defense as well. I mean, Stewart's 6'4", one of the best shot blockers on one end. And offensively, she's more than capable of a 50-40-90 season.
Now here's Johnson. She hasn't yet put up any points in this one.
Boston outside.
To end the drought. And Jonquel Jones pulls it down. The Liberty trail. Pass to Johannes. Stewart up top, uncovered, and it's good off the back of the rim and in.
Well, Stewart doesn't hesitate when she gets a look she likes. She gets her feet set quickly and shoots with confidence.
Outside, Hines Allen. And here's Boston.
The three-pointer, no good.
Some of the shots she's taken today have been absolute head scratchers. She's out there playing like it's a game of horse, and it's not.
They get the rebound.
Another shot. And so she draws the foul on the shot. Trip to the line.
Strong play drawing contact. At 6'4", it's very hard to stop Stewart without fouling her when she gets inside.
And the first one at the line is good.
Well, something that's always stood out to me about Breanna Stewart, not only her incredible skill, but she just has phenomenal handles for a player with her length.
Doesn't get the second. Now Cunningham. Pass to Hole. Looking to end the drought. Sinks a three-pointer.
That's a heads-up play right there, guys. Not just on the assist, but also on the finish.
And as we end the third quarter, a great game. Both teams playing well. Fever ahead, leading by 6. And do not go away, as we'll be back in just a few moments for our fourth quarter of basketball coming up next. All right, we welcome you back to what's been a hard-fought battle. Fourth quarter should be good. Here's Johnson. Pass to Hines Allen. The three from Kelsey Mitchell. And another three for Indiana.
Unstoppable offense for both teams. I love the pace of this game.
Yeah, the pace is only picking up the deeper we get into this game. This has absolutely been a fun one to watch.
Now here is Ionescu. And foul on Laney Hamilton. That's her first foul.
In for Liberty, number 7, Rebecca Gardner.
And here is Mitchell. Johnson outside.
Yo, look out!
Screen by Hines Allen. And another three for Indiana. Now here is Ionescu. Pass to Gardner. Lets it go from deep. And the three ball is good.
Well, whenever Gardner looks for her shot, I think it's a great move, especially from outside the arc.
Now Hole. Mitchell outside. Fires the three. And it's Ionescu with the rebound. On offense, here the Liberty. Inside, here's Sue. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass.
Great read by Ionescu at just about 6 feet. Sabrina is pretty tall for a 1. She's able to see the whole court.
Mitchell outside. Screen by Hines Allen. Mitchell outside. Back to Johnson. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Pass to Cunningham. She hits it just before the shot clock expires.
Great job by Cunningham working for 2 in the paint.
Here's Gardner. Ionescu. The three-pointer off the mark. Hole with the ball. And she tries off the glass, but it's no good. Ionescu outside. Just under 2.5 minutes gone by now in the final quarter. Here's Laney Hamilton. Hits it from three-point range.
She really had her eyes open. It's just good vision when you can see the open shot outside and get it to your teammate that has that look.
Now here's Hole. A three from Kelsey Mitchell. Laney Hamilton with the rebound. Pass to Ionescu. Fires from deep. And it's Cunningham with the rebound. The Fever leading to the inside. Johnson outside for 3. The shot, no good. And it's New York's ball. Now Ionescu. A bit under 3.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth. So it's Indiana now. Pass to Mitchell. And here's Johnson. Again, the miss by the Fever. Now here's Gardner. Here's Ionescu. Puts up a 3. Drains it from beyond the arc.
Well, they left it until the fourth quarter, but finally they got the run they needed to get back into this game.
I didn't think it was going to happen, Tim, but they have finally turned it on, and now they need stops.
Absolutely, need stops now.
Timeout called the Fever. And they're holding on to the slimmest of leads.
And they can't afford to let it get any slimmer.
Clark outside. From outside the arc. Good on the triple.
Well, they built this lead through plays exactly like that. She's easily been the most consistent performer.
No question about that. I mean, she's just hitting everything in sight.
Sabrina Ionescu from outside. And again, it's New York with a three.
Well, you want to get back into a ball game, knock down threes. Another three from her, getting them that much closer.
Well, she knows all about that. I mean, most of her points have come on the three-point shot today.
Pass to Clark. Shot clock at 6. And here's Cole. Covered by Ionescu. Billings. Rebounded by Phoebish. Here's New York now. Ionescu outside. Stewart, Cole defending. Stewart inside. Makes it off the glass.
For the fourth quarter, it looked like it was just going to be a formality, but their offense picked up at exactly the right time.
Something gave them a jolt, and now they're just draining everything. We've got some fireworks in store for us down the stretch, and I can't wait to see what happens.
Now here's Clark. Here's Boston. And a miss there on the triple.
She has slipped into a real funk here.
Definitely. The basket is not looking very big to her at this point.
Here's Ionescu. And that misses. That would have put them up.
On the wing, Sophie Cunningham.
Indiana again missing. New York trailing here. Ionescu outside. And a foul called on the shot. Got her on the way up that time, so
2 beyond Lexi Hull.
With how many different ways Ionescu can beat you, I mean, she is a nightmare to guard.
At the line for the Liberty, Sabrina Ionescu. 2 shots.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
that one drops. He ties it up.
You got to admire how Sabrina Ionescu can do it all. She can score, distribute, grab rebounds. Whatever you need, she can do it. And that kind of versatility is just invaluable.
And that one falls, and that puts them up. It's a 1-point game now. Here's Mitchell. Pass to Clark. Yep, that one goes.
Nice pass. She got that ball right into her teammate's shooting pocket, and it yielded great results.
And here's Gardner. Here's Ionescu. She's covered by Clark. Here's Ionescu. It counts, and the foul.
David Clark picks one up.
Gotta respect the toughness Ionescu brings to the hardwood. She's always a threat to convert those difficult and one plays.
And the Liberty making a change here.
Sabrina Ionescu. 1 shot.
1 shot.
Indiana trailing.
Pass to Boston.
Clark.
Yes, great play by Aaliyah Boston to set it up.
This game is all tied up because of her. Who knows where they'd be without her scoring today?
Ionescu outside.
Here's Jones. Nice work on the boards, paying off with the basket.
A great feel for when the team needs a big play. Jones is a timely and dependable scorer.
Mitchell outside. Clark.
Boston.
Guarded by Jones. Drops in the tray.
They've been relying on her three-point shot all game, and she has not let them down.
Well, her shooting has put him in a position to win this game now, and with the clock winding down and the score where it is, her light isn't red or yellow. It's going to be green and stay green.
New York calls timeout. On offense, here the Liberty. Pass to Stewart. Count the basket and the foul.
That one on Billings.
Clutch basket right there. Stewart wants the ball in her hands in big moments.
One shot.
Now here's Clark. Pass to Mitchell.
Hold.
Clark outside.
Boston sets a screen.
Clark can't hit.
I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
Look good here, too. I'm as shocked as you.
Outside Stewart. Here's the three. The Fever pull it in. Pass to Clark.
Boston.
Back to Clark. Jacks up a three.
Good, and it's Aaliyah Boston who picks up the assist.
And so it's New York with it. It's a one-point game.
And here's Phoebus.
Beyond the arc.
It's hauled in by Aaliyah Boston.
Pass to Clark. Here's Mitchell. There's the triple. They get it back. On offense, here the Liberty. They trail by one. And that one good.
Close your eyes, kids. Stewart is fearless, and her team relies on her for those late game buckets.
Top Clark. Pass to Mitchell. Clark. Shoots the three. That one is off. Jones with it.
And it's Boston picking her up.
Now here is Stewart. And lots of contact there. Missing the shot and will shoot two at the line. It's on Kelsey Mitchell.
Fouled on that play, but Stewart isn't worried. She's tough and relishes any chance she can get to some points.
He drops the first one, and that will put them up two. Can't sink it, and that was an important free throw.
Her one miss there could be important. There's a big difference between a 2-point lead and a 3-point lead.
Now here's Hull.
Back to Clark. It's good! In tie game, that is a huge basket right there.
That's how to orchestrate for your teammate. Terrific pass.
And the Liberty call time here.
So it's New York with it. Ionescu has it. Fires the three. Misses the tray. Regulation has ended, and we are headed to overtime. We'll take a quick break and then get back to the action. Great competition we are seeing tonight. After 4 quarters, a stalemate. And we will now see how these next few minutes of basketball pans out. From past the arc,
Aaliyah Boston grabs the miss. And here's Indiana.
Mitchell, right side.
Back to Boston.
Clark outside. Three-pointer. It's good from long range.
Well, the D sagged off, and no hesitation on her part to rise up and bury the three.
Pass to Jones.
Fibish.
Three-pointer, Sabrina Ionescu. The three-pointer is on target.
Only took them a few seconds to answer the three ball at one end with their own.
A three-point battle starting to take shape here.
Now here's Billings. Boston up top.
Clark. 6 on the shot clock, and it's good. 2 points.
That's a clean look they gave her there, fellas. And, I mean, she drains those, so I wouldn't give her too many of those looks if I was the defense.
Here's Ionescu. Launches a three.
Aaliyah Boston grabs the miss.
We're in OT, a minute and a half gone by, and what has been a great one. The three from Kelsey Mitchell. Sabrina Ionescu with the rebound.
Very close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
Not a great habit to get into, letting her get that wide open. An offensive juggernaut. Once Stewart gets a view to fall, you know she's feeling it.
Now here's Clark. Good on the bucket.
She's so good at recognizing where the openings are and getting that ball to the rim.
Out to the wing.
Ionescu. She's guarded by Billings.
Three-pointer Sabrina Ionescu drills it from outside.
This is why this team turns to Ionescu during important possessions. They trust her to deliver.
Here's Clark.
Pass to Boston.
It's stolen by Jonquel Jones. We're in overtime here with just over 2.5 minutes gone by.
And here's Fibish.
Takes the three, and again, it's the Liberty from deep.
That's just not enough coverage. Basically none. Defense did not look good there.
Now here's Clark. Tight defense on her. Good on the shot.
I like the move she made to come free, give herself a clear lane to the hoop.
Now here's Ionescu. She's covered by Mitchell.
Now Fibish.
Pass to Stewart. To the wing, right side. Three-pointer Sabrina Ionescu nails the tray.
Fearless at the finish. Ionescu is one of those players that just thrives in clutch moments.
Now a timeout called by Indiana. Back to Boston.
Pass to Clark for three. It's in! And she has brought them within 2 points.
Look, I'm not sure who was supposed to pick her up, but someone's going to get an earful from the coach for leaving her that wide open.
Here's Phoebe. Now Ionescu.
Knocks down the three.
And they're getting that lead way up there by now. It should be easy for them the rest of the way.
Yeah, and at this late stage of a game, a lead like that has a team feeling awfully good.
And the other one bad.
Pass to Boston. Now here's Billings.
Defended by Stewart.
I see you. I see you.
Lexi Hull on the wing.
Sinks it! And she has brought them within 2 points.
A textbook feed to Hall, who was all set up, ready to shoot.
And they commit the intentional foul, and we'll see another one of those so that they can get into the penalty.
Yeah, you can't let them hold the ball and just milk those seconds away.
Nope, and you've got to foul. It's going to come down to free throws.
Pressure situation.
And so they foul intentionally.
Fourth personal foul. Second team foul. At the line for the Liberty, Sabrina Ionescu. 2 shots.
Shoot 2.
First free throw is good, and that makes it a 3-point lead. So she goes 2 for 2 at the line, and it's a 4-point ball game.
No mistakes there, and I think you can close the book on this one, guys.
Time called here. The Fever decide to talk it over.
Yeah, you're watching the huddle. I think the coach is telling them to take the 2 points in a hurry and foul as soon as possible.
Yeah, and you shouldn't just foul blindly, though. Go for the steal with all they've got before that.
Yeah, you could go for the steal for a second or two, then foul.
Caitlin Clark outside.
And it falls! And what a sensational bucket to bring them within 1.
Well, there's no better time to catch fire from three-point range than in overtime. She's hitting those triples over and over.
Timeout called the Liberty.
And an intentional foul there stops the clock.
But you have to foul, but I'm sure they would have liked to foul someone different.
No other option, though. They did a good job getting it in her hands and making sure she was the one to go to the line.
Take a break. 2 shots.
He hits the first one, and that will put them up 2. And she hits both free throws. And it's a 3-point game.
That last free throw was critical. Their only choice now is to go for the 3 to tie.
And so the big win by New York in a really tight game. They escape with the victory, although they needed a few extra minutes to get it.
And what a great game. Both teams giving it everything they had. But when it came to the overtime period, it was all about just sheer determination.
And that's a wrap, everyone.